Hi everyone, this is Kumar Swami Matpati. Welcome to my YouTube channel Salesforce Enthusiast. In this video, we are discussing on Salesforce record trigger flow, using which we are creating a roll-up trigger. If you've seen my previous video, using collection variable, I created a multiple child records, like multiple child records. We have a lead. Lead is a parent object, and there will be a actual product is a child record. Child object, in which at a lead level we will capture the values and we will create a multiple record at a child object. We'll create a multiple child records. If you miss that video, means I will paste link in my description. You can see that. So in that child records, I have a two field called, one is quantity and one more is this product available, that is a pick list. I will in the using roll up, I will calculate all the total quantity of all the child record total quantity. I will roll up to the at lead level field called total quantity, and one more I will count. Second, I will count the whichever record that have S, pick list value is S. I will count those record also at lead level field called is this product available field. Okay, let's jump into org and create. Let's start. We will create this flow. Click on new flow. In which select record trigger flow. Click on next. This is a flow canva in which we will start the flow, record trigger flow. Click on edit. This trigger should fire on whenever a record is created or updated. Run the flow before after the record saved. This flow will be triggered when record is saved. Okay, click on done. Then we need to choose an object. We need to choose our child object, actual product, and we need to set an criteria like id is null equal to false, and one more criteria will like quantity is null equal to false. We will set this criteria. Then we will click on done. Then we will get record. We will query the record child whichever whenever we run, right, whichever lead, which link, whichever actual product record is linked with lead, right, all those record we will fetch here. We will query here like get actual product records. We will whichever matches with parent id, like we are open that present lead record, right, whichever we matches that child record, that will be fetched here. We need to select an object called actual product, where we need to set criteria, means query. We will query here id equal to record, lead id, lead should be matched with record id, record lead id. Okay, and one more condition like is product as I mentioned in previous, like is product is available is a pick list in which value should be S, equal to S. Then only those records should be fetched. Those record will be fetched, and all the how many records to store, all record we need to be stored. Remaining we need to set as automatically store all field. Like click done. After that, make a decision. Like fetch record should not be null. Okay, whichever record we fetch, right, whichever query we fetch, right, there should be a child record. If not means that if there means we need to set an decision is not null, is null is null equal to is null false. Okay, we will set that name. Then we will take an get record is null equal to false. That should not should not be null. Then only if that condition match, we will loop over whichever id we get at while query while get records. We'll get some id after matching those criteria. We will get those id, we'll pass them into the loop. Okay, get all the current records. Okay, we will loop over those things and we will select a collection variable like this is like that actual product we will fetch, right, get records, that we need to select that record, then click on done. After that we need to assign them, like assign the quantity and available product is s. Okay, we will assign them. Like we, for assigning that, we need to create an like variable called sum of quantity. That data type should be number. Click on done. Add whichever we loop, right, loop done on whichever IDs we got, right, record IDs, we will loop over that looped record quantity we will pass into this variable. It will be stored there. And one more variable we need to create for store number of record which have s, pick list value is s. For that we need to create another variable count of child record is s. Okay, we will store those count into this variable. This is also number variable. Add 1 every time that loop run, right, it will be one will be added. That will be count. That will be count every time. One will be added, like count how much id are there, right, that much count will be taken. Click done. Then we will update that record. Update lead record. We will set a specific condition. Okay, we will be updating lead id equal to record lead. Then we are updating the record. Total quantity field with whichever record like quantity which are stored in this variable, right, sum of quantity, that will we are updating to this. We are mapping this to total product quantity. And one more available product for lead. We are which like count the count variable that store, right, the variable which store count, right, that we are mapping with this field. Click on done. If here if there is a when we are querying when we are getting records, if we not found any id like ids, related ids, then it should be false, right. That time also we are updating update lead record is null. If null, Here also we specify some so here also we will specify some condition, and we will select object as a lead, id equal to record lead id. That should be match. Then we will update total quantity with 0 if we not found any IDs that time, and available product with 0. Done. Now we will connect with these elements. Is null false, then it will be all the record passed into this loop variable. Then we will assign this to assignment. Then we will pass that, we will close that loop, and after getting all the data, right, quantity, total quantity and count, we will close that loop, and it will pass to the update record. When this will be like this record will updated whenever we fetch the record. If we know of null is equal to true, if not get any IDs means, then this update element will be fired. The record will be updated as a 0. Okay, let's see. Lead actual product roll up trigger lead. We will name like that. Then we will save. Active. We'll jump into our record. We'll take one record. As you see, I will creating the child record at parent level only. I created a previously one more flow component where I will enter the data, and based on that our child record will be created. Okay, product one is available. I got a branch, like 3 branch, like 100 will be our quantity. Second product is not there for this lead, and third product is also not there, question mark, they don't know. Then they will click on next. As you see, all the 3 child records are created. Like total product quantity is 100. Only one record value I entered. See here, total product quantity is 100 and available product for lead is 1. Okay, let's try one more record. We will create a one new record only. Yeah, we'll create one new record and we will test that thing. Like test roll up trigger. As you can see, both the total product quantity, available product are null. The record is saved. Now I will create a child record. Like first one, this is available equal to yes. I will enter 3 branch and 50 quantity, and second also I will product is available as 4 will be branch and 100 will be quantity. Third product is not there. As you see, like total and available are null. After click on next, all the record total quantities like calculated, and available S means whichever product is available product list is value is S, that is counted, and child record also created. Hope this video is helpful for you. Thanks for watching my video.